and welcome to another Train Sim World 5 news. We have got the November roadmap, 4 days later than last month, but it's here. Yeah, last month it was on the 8th, today it's on the 12th. So, what's in store? We're going to have a look at the graph thing that they keep changing all the time. We're going to read through the article. I'm going to give my opinions and my views as we go along. So I've got my drink, so I hope you've got your drink. I hope you've got something to eat as well. I'm doing the reading for you so you don't have to. So let's get straight into it. Train Sim World 5 Roadmap, November 2024, approaching soon in 0 to 3 months. The West Coast Main Line, Preston to Carlisle. The TSW 5 gameplay add-on bundle. Add-ons bundles, that's... So we got some new gameplay add-ons. I don't remember seeing that in last month's roadmap. As for England, Germany and the US, we've got the Manchester Airport Commuter from ATS, the Cargo Line Volume 3 Intermodal from Skyhook Games, and a new route from TSG, the Mitten-Waldebahn. I do apologise if I've pronounced that wrong. In the update section, we've got the ScotRail Class 158 Rail Link livery by Skyhook Games, Fife Circle Levermont Branch by Rivet Games, West Coast Mainline South Improvements, and Dovetail Games Season of Reveals 2024, a range of new announcements and project updates coming across December. So approaching 0 to 3 months, so that's November, December, so between now and January. We know we've got Just Trains coming at the end of November, and hopefully we'll get the Manchester Airport Commuter, the ScotRail Class 158 Rail Link livery, and the Fife Circle Levermont branch before the end of the year. And let's hope we get more of those West Coast Main Line and South improvements. Further down the tracks, release dates to be confirmed. A UK route by Incredible Trains. Ah, yes! So we got a new third-party developer, Incredible Trains, and they are doing a UK route. Oh, yes! That's what I like to see. Cargo Line Volume 4 Military by Skyhook Games. UK Local from Just Trains. Just Trains have done 2 routes now, with the second one, the Blackpool branch lines, and the upcoming West Coast Main Line Preston to Carlisle, both set in the 80s at the same time, at the same year in the 80s, if it's 86 or 87, something like that. So I'm guessing the UK loco that they are doing will be set in the 80s and will layer on to Preston to Carlisle, I'm guessing, with scenarios for that, and probably layer in timetable mode for the Blackpool branches route, or maybe they'll have scenarios for both of their routes. Who knows? Exciting to see. We got the Mannheim Kaiserslautern route from Diesel from DDG, the Cardiff City Network, which I'm really looking forward to, even though I'm disappointed that it doesn't go down to Barry Island. We got the Dutch route. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I'm going to get it wrong. And then we've got from Athens Simulation, the East Coast Mainline Diesel Rail Tour Pack, Union Workshops to Tatami Line, which I'm really looking forward to, the Colon Huckenhead Timetable Update, from Syntrack Studios, the BR Class 104 and Peak Forest Expansion Pack, from iHigh Simulations, Santa Fe Gameplay Pack, and from the DE Local Simtrack Studios. And of course we got the remaster to the Great Western Express, which I was hoping will come out before the end of the year, but it looks like that's going to be next year. So as we said, too long, didn't read summary. The MPTA commuter Boston Worcester Feminine Line releases today. That came out today. The TSW 5 gameplay add-on bundle coming soon. Dovetail Games Season of Reveals 2024. A new month-wide celebration across December with exciting announcements and project updates each weekday, ending on the 20th with a special surprise to close off the year. Ooh, special surprise. A Christmas DLC. Something free. Telling us that the remaster for the Great Western Express will be released. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Maybe a new game. Maybe they'll give us a tram sim world or a bus sim world. Either of those I'd look forward to. As long as we get some UK stuff, because really we are really lacking UK stuff when it comes to trams and buses. We don't see much UK stuff for that, do we? Third party updates. We got the brand new route from TSG, West Coast Mainline Preston Carlisle from Just Trains, Manchester Airport Commuter from Alan Thompson Simulations, 5 Circle Line Lambeth Branch update, arriving before the end of the year. Introducing Incredible Trains, a new third party solo developer. Patches and updates. West Coast Mainline South major improvements coming early December. Good, because we need them. I think came out. I released it out today. I was going down the West Coast Main Line South in a 710, a London Overground, and it just stopped. The game froze, and then the game closed. It froze, then it closed, and I didn't get any little box to say why the game unexpectedly crashed, which is annoying. Train Sim World 5 released updates, state of play, performance crashes and textures, mod packaging optimizations, community corner, Train Sim World Tycoon play now on Roblox. So, Train Sim World roadmap. Welcome to the next roadmap for Train Sim World 5, where we share insights into our progress on new content, updates and features announcements for developments from both our teams and our range of third-party partners. The roadmap is your monthly check-in with our development teams and insight into what to expect as we continue to move forward from the launch and towards the new year. Read on for news from both us and our partners, including brand new announcements, updates and sneak peeks on our current routes in development, as well as new ways for you to get involved within our community and exciting upcoming events. In this edition, we'll be celebrating the launch of the MPTA commuter today and announcing new TSW5 gameplay packs coming to Gen 9 and PC platforms in December. So that they're coming out in December, the gameplay packs. From our third parties, the TSG team have a brand new route announcement to reveal today with some initial screenshots, and then we pass over to Just Trains, Alan Thompson Simulations and River Games for more updates on their upcoming add-ons. Finally, we introduce a new partner to the TSW program with Incredible Trains. December is about to get very exciting because in this roadmap we'll also hear about the Dovetail Games Seasons of Reveals 2024, a new announcement event coming up that spans across the entire month and celebrates the end of the year with a huge range of new announcements and updates across Train Sim World and our other titles. We'll also have a grand reveal to end the year off in style, so stay tuned to get guess into what it could be. Our development teams will continue the conversation around upcoming improvements coming to TSW5, in particular to West Coast Mainline improvements, as well as updating you all around the situation regarding performance and crashes we're seeing in TSW5. We will always continue to take on your valued community feedback, and we'll discuss more about how this has helped inform our improvements coming into December. Finally, if you're new or returning, be sure to join us on our roadmap livestream tonight, Tuesday, November 12th at 7 o'clock UTC, where we will discuss all the points below and answer your questions. You can find a stream event link at the end of this article. That's already happened by the time you're watching this video, that's already happened, but you can go onto their YouTube channel to watch it. You won't be able to answer. You won't be able to ask any questions, but you can listen to what other people have asked and see the answers to them. MBTA commuter Boston Framingham Worcester line releasing today. This is one of the rare non-third line American routes that I do like. I do like the route out of Boston. I do have the other Boston route, and I will hopefully get this at some point when it's down on discount. Train Sim World 5's first add-on is here, with an adventure across the east coast of the USA and the cultural rich city of Boston, Massachusetts. Get ready to go purple with the MBTA HSP46 and the MBTA 440PH-3C diesel locomotives, including the BTC and CTC bi-level cars. If you want to catch the gameplay for this upcoming route, be sure to check out our first look video below or watch back our recent MBTA commuter preview livestream hosted by our executive producer of trains, Matt Puddleston, and our community manager, Harry. Go check that out on their YouTube channel. Earlier today we shared our MBTA commuter launch article, which will give you a rundown of what you can expect from this latest US release, and if you want to dive head first into the full detailed service layers and get an extensive look at the history and operation of the signalling system found across the line, be sure to check out our MBTA commuter deep dive article. I do apologise, I'm yawning, I am tired, I do apologise. 44 miles from Boston South Station to Worcester, MA, 18 stations including Lansdowne and Fenway Park, loco hauled services to Framingham and Worcester. We hope you're excited to return to Boston, and following the release on all platforms, we'll be unlocking our MBTA commuter feedback thread for you to share your thoughts directly with our development teams. Train Sim World 5 gameplay add-ons coming soon. Wonder what these will be. Coming up in December, we'll be releasing all new gameplay add-ons that aim to bring more content for this route, for the routes included in Train Sim World 5, West Coast Main Line South, Frankfurt Folder, and the San Bernardino line. As an important note, these gameplay packs will be available for players on PC platforms, Steam and Epic Games, and Gen 9 consoles only, PS5 and Xbox Series SX. Our teams have additionally been working on further improvements to sort these core routes alongside these gameplay packs for all platforms to help improve the experience and address community feedback. In particular, those includes extensive improvements for the West Coast Main Line South route, which we'll share more news about later in this article. Expect more details about the content with these packs in early December, with a new event coming up that we're excited to announce to you all today. I was hoping that would give us a little bit of a clue as to what they would be, these gameplay packs would be. Last time they done gameplay packs, they gave us 3 variation of different trains, I think it was. You had the London Underground in silver, and then you had an extra timetable on a German route, and then something with a USA route. It looks like they'll be following that. It'll be UK, Germany and US routes affected, because it's the 3 main routes from the core launch of Train Sim World 5, as I said, West Coast Main Line South, Frankfurt Folder, and the San Bernardino line, even though I'm going to uninstall the San Bernardino line because it has no interest to me whatsoever. I've actually unclicked all American routes that aren't third rail, with the exception of the Boston one, because they just have no interest to me. So yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame that they don't give us more detail or a little bit of a clue with it. Hopefully it's just not extra timetable things, because they should be in the route anyway. You should have the full timetables in the route. I'm hoping it'll be extra trains. Hopefully, it's not just going to be. Hopefully, they're not just going to charge us for a repainted on a train, like a special livery. with an extra scenario or two for each route. Hopefully it won't be that. I'm trying to think what train they could add to the West Coast Main Line. If they really wanted to, gameplay pack, could they extend each route a little bit further than what they already are? That would be amazing. Or maybe they'll do a branch line or two, add in a branch line or two on each route. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Not that long to go, just a month. Dovetail Games Season of Reveals 2024. As we approach the holiday season, we'll get the real treat prepared that will fill the entire month with excitement and speculation. We're calling it the Season of Reveals 2024, an event that will fold together all new TSW add-on reveals, additional news on announcement projects and updates from a huge range of our third-party development teams. This will mainly focus on Train Sim World, but will also include our other titles with a new look at our VR title, TSW VR New York, featured development details on City Transport Simulator Tram and more. Well, hopefully City Transport Simulator will give us a UK tram route. But all new TSW add-ons, that'll be interesting. So not the ones that have already been announced on the roadmap, but more that will add on, so that'll be good. So that means a lot more news updates from me. The celebration starts on December the 2nd, 2024, and every day at 2 o'clock UTC we will release a new update video in a similar style to our Take a Ticket reveals in our recent Dovetail Direct. It all concludes on December 20th with a special surprise that we've been waiting to tell you about for quite some time. Now, can't you just tell us now and give us a hint? Oh, and you can expect weekly giveaways for TSW5 add-on keys throughout this month too. Ooh. This should be a really exciting period as we round off the year and get everyone on board for a fantastic new year ahead. As a note, we won't have a December 2024 roadmap, but we will catch you up at the start of the next month with all the fun reveals. This is just one new announcement we wanted to pull forward for you all today. Okay. I will cover any and everything that comes out in an article. Third party partner updates. Announcing Mittelwadbahn, a brand new route from TSG. I do apologise if I said that wrong. Oh, that looks nice, don't it? Get ready to head back to Austria and discover the Mittelwald Pass in TSG's newest upcoming route. So yeah, that looks nice, don't it? I thought it was going to be a German route, but it's not. It's another Austrian route. Look at the mountains. That's absolutely really nice, don't it? But as we know, work in progress. Screenshots can look better than what the actual games come out as. We all know that, don't we? West Coast Main Line looking at you. So hopefully it does look this good when it comes out. The cross-border mountainous... Oh, so it's a cross-border, so it will be going from Germany into Austria. So just from another part of Germany into Austria than the last one. The cross-border mountainous adventure will be sure to leave you breathless, and the TSG team wanted to further the excitement with a short teaser for the line. Ooh, let's have a look at this. 1989. Oh, so it's an older route. Oh, it's set in 1989. Okay. Interesting. So it's set in modern times. It's a 1989 service. And for a final spoiler, with the Mittelwadden one, you'll be adding a new OBB 1020 Crocodile locomotive to your collections, rewinding the clock back to 1989. I do apologise for mispronouncing that name. That's it, our lips are now sealed. We can guess many of you are extremely keen to find out more, so hold tight, as our December seasonal reveals events will be the chance for us to provide more insight into this gameplay you can expect and reveal all new details. West Coast Main Line Preston to Carlisle from Just Trains. If you've not heard about this impending Just Trains route, you may be stuck in the past. Then again, this is 1980s nostalgic route may just do that to you. West Coast Main Line Preston to Carlisle will feature the electrified core of the West Coast Main Line from Preston to Carlisle, riding the new Class 87-0, and offer DMU services with an updated Class 101 across the Morecambe Promenade branch to the seaside. To kick things off with this section, after reviewing what we are with builds, we have made the difficult decision to delay the release of the add-on until Tuesday to 26th of November. This is to allow the Just Trains and our initial QA teams to review some final issues and polish the route. Thursday's preview stream will still happen, and as before, this Thursday 14th, in which we're looking forward to showing you the route in action with Thomas and Benedict from Just Trains. Thank you for your patience as we get this highly anticipated release into the best possible condition for you to enjoy. And there's some screenshots there. Yeah, really good. We shared a huge host of information from the line in our recent articles, with more from the Just Trains development blog, that you can see on the Just Trains website. And today we'll be sharing details about the services you can expect with this route. It's a route that I'm really looking forward to, but unfortunately I will not be getting when it's released, sadly. At £32.99, it's just too expensive for me. I have no doubt that the route will be worth it, but for me personally, I just cannot spend that amount of money on one route, no matter how long the route is and how great it will be. It's Just Trains, it's going to be great, but I just can't spend that much amount of money on the route, unfortunately. So I will not be getting this when it comes out, and will wait until it's on discount, which will probably be quite a while. The train services and timetabling reflects the scene set in the Northwest Circular in 1986 and features a wide variety of traffic from the era. The total number of playable services available with all layers include from other add-ons is over 300, with plenty of additional AI traffic to see as part of the experience. So the Class 87-2 equals 100 plus services, the Class 101 DMU equals 50 plus services, the Class 47/4 equals 50 plus services, and the Class 08 equals 25 plus services. It is worth noting that timetables are more than just a number, and on a route as complex as this, the totals are not always an accurate deception of the experience. For example, there are multiple light local moves, and they are split into parts, but on this route only the first of these parts is selectable in the main menu. The rest you play by continuing the session after the first service. This will be explained further in the forthcoming preview stream. So, the Class 87 express service runs the full length of the route from Preston to Carlisle. These vary from London, Houston, Carlisle trains arriving from off the map at Preston to cross-country services running from the south of England off the map at Carlisle and onwards to Scotland. These expresses almost always stop at Lancaster, with some variations and services that stop at Oxenholme and Penrith. The Class 87 also works steel and Freightliner trains. The Class 101 operates stopping services alongside the Class 142 Pacer, which substitutes services for owners of Blackpool branches. This mainly focuses around Lancaster and run from Cornforth, originating from off the map at Barrow or Leeds via Skipton to Morecambe. A few Class 101 services also exist from Preston through to Cornforth, from where they head off map towards Barrow or Carlisle via the Colombian coast. The Class 47 features on a variety of freight and passenger service throughout the route. The Class 08 is used mostly for the shunting of parcel stock at Preston, whereas at Carlisle it is used for coaching stock shunting at both ends of Carlisle station, but also sees services on freight trips workings originating in Kingsmore Yard and running to various places in Carlisle itself. As mentioned in our Coming Soon article, a total of 6 hours of shunting is available using the Class 08, so plenty of stuff to keep it busy on this route. And that's just the timetable. Don't forget they'll have scenarios as well. When split out by service type, the number of services for each type of the train is as follows. Class 87, 21 intercity west coast diagrams, 24 cross-country diagrams, 12 sleeper diagrams, 11 mail diagrams, 11 intermodal diagrams, 8 steel trains, and 6 speed link diagrams. The Class 47, 2 passenger, 4 additional passenger diagrams, 4 rail tour diagrams, 3 steel diagrams, 3 mail diagrams, 2 limestone diagrams, 2 ballast diagrams, 5 oil diagrams, and 3 speed link diagrams. Class 101, 52 Cornforth, Lancaster, Morecambe diagrams, 10 Preston to Barrow diagrams. Here's a picture that we've seen before. A note for players on 8th generation consoles: after reviewing performance, we've amended the timetable to provide a suitable experience for those on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. This will include the provision of a streamlined timetable and an absence of road traffic throughout the environment. Additional service layers. In addition, plenty of extra services can be unlocked with add-ons that contains trains from the same or similar era. Some extra services are provided by rail tours. This includes a steam tour which can be driven the length of the route with either the LMS Jubilee from Spirit of Steam or Flying Scotsman. Other rail tours features the Class 20, Class 31 from the respective local add-ons, and the Class 40 from the BH Heavy Freight Pack. For freight, there will be a Class 37s from the Tees Valley Line route add-on, which feature on the Cleath Road cement train using the Class 31's PCA cement wagons, along with a multitude of Speedlink and other freight services using HEA, PCA, CCAL, PGA, TEA, goods vans and mineral wagons, giving you a real variation in terms of freight. The trip workings at Carlisle require a multitude of layers to unlock as each service moves around different wagons from location to location. We really need a Class 50 in TSW. The full list of add-ons that unlock additional playable and AI services is as follows. Blackpool branches for the Class 142 DMU and TEA wagons, West Cornwall local for the CCAL and Turbo wagons, Tees Valley Line for the HEA wagons, Northern Transpennine for the Class 45 diesel locomotive, Spirit of Steam for the LMS Jubilee steam locomotive, MK1 coaches, 16-ton mineral wagon and 20-ton brake van, BR Heavy Freight Pack for the Class 40 diesel locomotive, BR Class 31 loco head-on for the Class 31 and PCA wagons, BR Class 20 loco head-on for the Class 20 and PGA wagons, and the LNER Class A360103 Flying Scotsman. Notable AI services. That's a new screenshot. You can see the pacer there as well. And it's orange Jaffa Cake livery. At Preston, you will see services from locations out of the map at Cologne and Ormskirk arriving into the south end, as well as services to and from Blackpool. Excuse me. This means it's a hive of activity all day. The Class 87 also interchanges on the services that are bound for Blackpool, which means you can see the AI perform a number of loco changes throughout the day. At Carlisle, you will see AI services arrive at the north end from the map, locations such as Glasgow, and at the south end from the Seattle and Carlisle line, the Tyne Valley and the Cumbrian coast, meaning DMUs are regularly seen arriving and departing. At Oxenholme, you will see Windermere services operating the branch out of the map. So this is going to be a very busy route. absolutely busy at both ends and even in the middle of the route. So this is really, really coming along brilliantly. So the conclusion. The result is not only a base timetable offering hours of varied and nostalgic gameplay with the existing rolling stock, but also a fully fledged experience of 1980s British rail action in comprising passenger, freight, electric, diesel and steam services for players that own all of the relevant additional content. As a reminder, we have our West Coast Mainline Preston Carlisle preview live stream this week on Thursday, November 14th, joined by Tom and Benedict from the Just Trains team, and giving you a full showcase of the lineup ahead of release. So that'll be on their YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out. Train Sim 5 West Coast Mainline Preston to Carlisle preview with Matt, Jamie, Thomas and Benedict. And to close off this section, the Just Trains team wanted to leave you with a final teaser before we head into our December announcements. No need to paint with excitement in the top 10. This DLC will hit the perfect beat, especially for those with suspicious minds, and it's a kind of magic. Oh, are we going to get some Elvis and Queen music in the game? Oh. So, Manchester Airport commuter from Alan Thompson Simulation. In our last roadmap, we introduced Alan Thompson Simulation to the community with the announcement of their first route in TSW, Manchester Airport Commuter. And we've got a picture that we've already seen before, screenshot that we've already seen before. You'll be able to explore an improved Manchester Piccadilly. You'll be able to explore an improved Manchester Piccadilly, multiple modelled depots along the route, and 2 branches of busy commuter traffic to get stuck into. That's all we'll share for now, as we'll be back in our December reveals with our new screenshots and information from this route, and we look forward to showing you the progress for ATS first TSW add-on. And another screenshot that we've already seen before. They could have at least given us one new screenshot, couldn't they? I mean, we've been waiting long enough for the reveal from ATS to finally find out what they've been working on. We get that last month, brilliant. Routes, brilliant. But at least give us a little bit something more. No, we've got to wait another month. 5 Circle Line Lemouth branch update arriving before the end of the year, that's good. Coming from our partners at Rivet Games, we're heading back to the Scottish capital with more details about the upcoming release of the 5 Circle and 11-month lines in Train Sim World 5. If you're only now learning about the 5 Circle line route, be sure to head to our 5 Circle Out Now article and discover the 52-mile loop around Scotland, starting at Edinburgh Waverley Station and splitting into the main and loop line of Inverkeithing, following the iconic sight of the Forth Bridge from the window of the ScotRail Class 170 Turbostar. The new updates come in for free to owners of the 5 Circle Line add-on in TSW5 will feature a 5.5 mile route extension for the new 2024 11-month railway link, over 40 new timetable services on the new branch, 2 brand new stations to discover and explore, 16 additional collectibles to find whilst riding the extension, fully playable conductor mode within timetable services. And there's a new screenshot. That's what we like to see, new screenshots. As we saw up here as well at Cameron Bridge. All looking good, and there we can see at the end of Leven branch, at Leven station, at the terminal. As a note, the ScotRail Class 158 Rail Link livery from Skyhook Games will not be releasing alongside this update and will come out at a future date. That's disappointing. Additionally, the 5 Circle Line add-on will have its route name amended to reflect the new branch being included after the release of this update. Makes sense. The 11 branch is reopening of an old railway line branching off east from the Thornton North Junction near Glenrothes to the seaside town of Leven, Fife. It goes via the first new station at Cameron Bridge, then on towards the coastline, terminating at Leven Station. So we've seen part of both new stations and they both looking good. You'll even be able to encounter the famous ScotRail dog Loki at Leven Station, featuring in many ads and social posts from the real world. And there he is. Looks like he's got no eyes. So he's got his eyes closed, but it looks like he's got no eyes. Very creepy. Our teams will join you towards the end of the month for a preview of the new update to 5 Circle Line, and we look forward to seeing you there. Again, it's something else I'm looking forward to, and it's free. So really looking forward to that one. Introducing Incredible Trains, a new third-party solo developer. We always love bringing in the new third-party developers to help us build the best version of Train Sim World possible. And today we have an exciting new solo developer joining the program, Jonathan Hartman of Incredible Trains. Johannes Hartman. I do apologise, JH, if I said your name wrong. Hopefully they can tell us what this UK route is going to be, or give us at least some clue to keep us guessing, or to make us guess, and try and guess, I guess. Let's introduce them and hear some thoughts about their first project. Can you tell us more about yourself and your background in development? Hello, I'm JH, founder of Incredible Trains, the latest addition to Train Sim World's third-party developer community. As of now, I'm the sole developer of this brand new studio, and I'm thrilled to announce that my very first UK route add-on will be joining Train Sim World soon. With a background in computer science, I first got into game development by modding for Transport Fever 2, creating UK rolling stock and asset mods. My proudest achievement as a modder was likely the Transport Fever 2 timetable mod, with significantly expanded gameplay operations for the community. I also have some experience in 3D modelling, so when I started experimenting with TSW PC Editor, it quickly became clear that Unreal Engine would be a fantastic platform to learn new skills while building something I love. What began as a side project during my PhD has since grown into my first game studio, and I'm now gearing up to release my debut UK route add-on. Dovetail's fantastic third-party developer program, along with the support of their developers, made it possible for me to turn this vision into reality. I'm so excited to share more about this route in the coming weeks leading up to the release. So in the coming weeks leading up to the release. So does that mean it's coming out soon? Or that we're not going to hear anything until a few weeks leading up to the release? What is it that made you want to develop content for Train Sim World, and what's the nature of the project that you're working on? I've always been a passionate train enthusiast. Though I'm not originally from the UK, I've long been fascinated by its railway system. Now living here, I spend a lot of time on the local routes, and this upcoming release will actually feature one of my regular journeys. Oh, I hope that he's on the Hastings line, so we can get Eastbourne to Ashford International. That would be brilliant. I have also a strong love for creating virtual worlds. Over the years, I've recreated real-life places in multiple games, but I often felt limited by each game's constraints, particularly when it came to replicating railway realism. The Unreal Engine provides me with the creative freedom I've been looking for, while Train Sim World delivers the realism I want to bring my visions to life. Excuse me. Originally, this project was intended as a small learning exercise in Unreal and game development. However, I was ambitious from the start, choosing a significant UK region for my first route. I quickly learned what a massive undertaking route creation is, and eventually narrowed my focus to one line that I'm excited to share soon. Ooh, to one line. Please let it be from Eastbourne to Ashford International via Hastings. What part of the development process are you really enjoying? Developing a route for Train Sim World is incredibly multifaceted, and I've come to enjoy every part of it. Laying the tracks, adding trackside details, and setting up the signalling system were particularly rewarding. I love learning about the intricacies of UK railway operations and translating that into the route's functionality. Then of course there's the scenery. Recreating real world locations as accurately as possible is a huge part of my work. Modelling and texturing the local buildings and then seeing everything come together is incredibly fulfilling. Gameplay design has also been a highlight for me. Creating a timetable was a detailed process involving the study of real train movements and ensuring smooth interactions between different surfaces. I also enjoyed designing scenarios with little story elements to help players feel fully immersed in the route. So he's actually doing his own scenarios as well, which is brilliant. Lastly, there's the rolling stock itself. The route will feature a train I've dedicated a lot of time to. Getting it into the game was challenging but immensely rewarding. Driving my virtual recreation of this route has been especially nostalgic for me, as I now live further away from it than I used to. It's a special feeling to relive these journeys in the game, knowing that each detail was crafted from my own memories and experiences. Wow, it does sound good. Thank you, JH. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with our December seasonal reveals events to lift the curtains on what this first new route from this incredible trains. Oh, the excitement, but where could it be? Please, please, please let it be from Eastbourne to Ashford International. How good would that be? And with the route hopping mode, that's going to be brilliant. Can you imagine starting off at London Victoria, driving down to Brighton, then route hopping to the Brighton to Eastbourne route, and then route hopping again to do Eastbourne to Ashford International, then route hopping again to do Ashford International out to London St Pancras. If that ever came true, I would do that in a video. I promise you. So we've got a month to wait. In a month's time we'll find out where that is. Brilliant. Or less than a month maybe, because 2nd December, it's going to be less than a month. Yay! Following the launch of TSW 5, we've been listening closely to your feedback. Patches and updates. West Coast Mainline South, major improvements coming early December. So it's all coming. It's going to be a busy December, isn't it? Following the launch of TSW 5, we've been listening closely to your feedback for the West Coast Mainline route, and we set in place a commitment to bring you all a range of improvements that will help deliver the best possible experience for the line. Since then, we've shipped multiple changes with fixes and minor changes over a series of post-release updates, and today we're happy to announce that our teams are ready to deliver the large-scale route enhancements we've been working hard on, with support and calibration from key community members. As a Class 87. Why are they showing a Class 87 for West Coast Mainline South? Are they going to add this as some sort of route, or because this comes out? That's interesting. Could this be coming out as a route, or? Because isn't the 87 coming out with Just Trains Preston to Carlisle route, and then we're getting the updates for December afterwards? Interesting. The overall will include 800 new timetable services. Wow. With additional rail tours, a rework to freight gameplay with new layers, a range of large scenery improvements including tweaks to a nighttime lighting, terrain and water texture updates, 710 stop markers and route-wide fixes and tweaks. Alongside this, we'll be adding the Class 350 suspension physics, and we thank you for your patience as we've implemented this. So could that Class 87 be part of the route, or what they're just talking about? That will be interesting. We've got the Class 710 there. See below for a breakdown of what you can expect. Gameplay improvements. Added new suspension physics to the Class 350. Okay. Timetable improvements. Over 800 new surfaces added, bringing the total surfaces to 2,000 plus, with over 990 being playable. Wow, that's going to be cool. That's going to make it busy. So, more real life. Freight fully reworked with multiple layers, uploading, shunting and correct speeds pathing. New freight layers, new TSW 5 gameplay pack, HOA, JNA, MFA and TE8 wagons. So the TSW 5 gameplay packs will add new things to the timetable. Fully reworked London Overground and London Underground services. Credit to Fox for layers and additional support, testing and research by VN. I do apologise if I said those names wrong. So will we get the full proper London Overground and London Underground services? Hope so. Marston Vale full services, including playable ECS moves. So that... Are we going to be able to play the Marston Vale line? That will be amazing if they've added the Marston Vale line for us to play. Is that what it means by full services, including playable ECS moves? ECS, by the way, is empty coach stock. For anyone new to Train Sim World. Or by full services, does it mean that we'll see trains going off the map in that direction and we can do like empty coach stock moves for it to bring it into service, and then that's it. Hopefully that means we can drive the full Marston Vale service route. That would be amazing. 87 Friday Charter Rail Tour. So that was right. Class 87 Friday Charter Rail Tour. Hit the nail on the head there, didn't I? Flying Scotsman, the Cheshireman Rail Tour. Class 390 is timed for 125 miles per hour. Brent sidings and other yard statics. Sleeper static. Fix incorrect and missing service numbers and portal destinations linked. We've got the rail tour and the steam train there. Scenario improvements. Scenario enhancements along the route, including distant and trackside scenery. Updated water materials. Added 710 stop markers. Tweaked PIS to Euston ramps with new Euston concourse screen. Added disused Primrose Hill Station, now a starting point for freight. Added disused Brent sidings. Added Woolston F sidings as playable area. Added blue glow to Wembley arches. Added rusty rail ends. Fixed light sources not having TOD for immersive values. Fixed light banking at Primrose Hill Tunnel. Fixed light backing at Primrose Hill Tunnel. Removed foliage overlapping tracks. Removed access light sources around original Bakerloo section to help performance. Terrain and foliage colouring corrected. Tree LODs match model colour. Grass matches scenery objects, grass, etc. And as you can see there, we've got a London Underground train parked up, and you can see the blue arches there of Wembley, which I'm going to go see Coldplay in there next year. Can't wait for that. You actually started, I'm sure you actually start on the original Bakerloo line, you actually start a route in that siding scenario. Be nice if they can add that blue arch into the original Bakerloo line. To keep you informed of our progress, we are now in the final steps of development after working with our beta teams for their feedback, and will be shortly moving towards QA testing and then signing it to builds ready for the release around this time next month. Can't wait for that. That's going to be cool. Another screenshot there. We're extremely grateful. Oh, another screenshot there as well. We're extremely grateful for the community support our teams have received when developing these improvements, and wanted to thank you all for sharing your feedback and waiting patiently for an update on our progress. We hope these changes will give the West Coast Mainline South Route the full experience many of you have wanted since our first announcement. You can see some old coaching stock there as well. Train Sim World 5 released updates. Since our last roadmap, we continue with our series of post-release updates to stay on to key community-raised issues and address immediate feedback we're seeing across a range of core content. On October the 15th was the first major patch to TSW5 with a range of improvements across core content. October the 28th, crash fixes and various core route improvements. And November 7th, small update to UI, localization and preparation for the MPTA commuter. State of play, performance, crashes and textures. Excuse me a minute while I take a drink. In this section, we wanted to share with you an honest update for where we're at with regards to overall performance, crash reports in TSW5, and linked to this is also a discussion around texture appearing at a low resolution than expected for console platforms. Not just console platform, but for PC as well. All of these are tied to available memory budgets being exceeded, and our teams have been investigating ways to save memory and help reduce the impact of frequencies of these issues. We've been able to identify small improvements and optimizations we can make, some of which have already been shipped in patches released so far, and the team are constantly reviewing performance data across core content, looking at FPS averages at key stations across these routes, and tracking the overall volume of crashes for each platform. Well, check PC, because, as I said earlier in the video, I was in a 710. I think it's the Primrose Tunnel that I came up to, and I stopped at the station, and just as I was leaving the station, I was just entering the tunnel when the game froze, then ended, and I didn't even get a box saying that it crashed. Nada. There's no word, nothing. So it's not just consoles, it's PC as well. These issues remain a clear focus of our teams to improve. Work is ongoing and profiling continues, but to stay transparent with everyone across our community, it's unfortunately not something our teams will be able to deliver this side of the holidays. We will continue in the new year on our plan to bring you further optimizations with the aim to further reduce the volume of crashes we're seeing in Train Sim World 5 and allow for the best performances possible. We are grateful for all of you staying patient whilst we keep at it. Thank you. Mod packaging optimizations. For those of you who enjoy diving into the community modding scene, we've got more good news coming soon, in the form of improvements to optimize loading times when booting with several mods. This primarily affects any modded content that doesn't contain asset registry files, vastly reducing the amount of time needed to load these when booting the game. As an example from our testing, we've found that with a sample of 50 mods installed, these improvements reduce the time taken to load from roughly 7 minutes all the way down to 1 minute. Additionally, alongside this update, we have more changes. Add-on Manager will now fully support scenario overlay mods with dependencies. Added mod support on the Microsoft Store Game Pass versions of the game, along with the ability to use public editor with this version of the game. These changes are not yet implemented, but we look forward to supporting our community everywhere we can, and we hope for those who enjoy using community-made content, this will be a big QOL boost. I'm not going to look at Train Sim World Tycoon, which you can now play on Roblox. As much as I'd love to play this, but I just can't get on with Roblox. I don't understand it, and I don't know how to play it, so I'm afraid I won't be able to do that. Again, check out the November roadmap on their YouTube channel. Join Alex and Matt for that. And that's it. That's it for the roadmap. What are your thoughts in the opinions? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. They do need to change this backing screen. That's been there since TSW 2 now, I think. They need to update that. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe, hit that bell notification to keep up to date with all future content, and I shall see you in the next one. Looking forward to next month and all these announcements and goodies that they've got. If any of them come into articles, I will of course cover it. If it's in videos, depending on the videos, I might do reactions to the videos. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you for joining me, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye for now, and take care.